end-to-end project. Means we're trying to build an end-to-end machine learning project. This will be our agenda. We'll understand what is the problem statement actually. See, any SMS or any email that you have, let's say given to you someone, and now you have to classify it whether it is whether it is spam or it is not spam. That is our problem statement. Any message, right? And we'll also try to understand how to what is the solution. There are different solutions present. Like in mathematics, also for a particular question, we have multiple solutions. Here also we have multiple solutions. We will explore one of them as we are in the beginner stage, right? Okay, let me go through the complete project that we are going to do, right? I will walk you through that. See, this is what we are going to build. This is what we are going to build. This is what we are going to build at the end of this video. Means at the end of this session, see, this is what we are going to build. Now let's try to give one SMS for this. One SMS. I will see. I asked ChatGPT to give one spam message. So I am copy pasting this in this. Now let's check whether it is telling a spam or not. You can see it is telling spam. Right? This is what we are going to build. Any message or any email you have, it will classify whether it is spam or not spam. Right? Hope everyone is with me, right? Okay. Now, I hope you know the project requirements. We already shared how to install VS Code and Python, right? We will need it later, but setup should be there. And the main aim, the objective of this end-to-end project is not to understand the code. See, right now the AI tools are there which will help us to write the code. But you need to understand how each step should be there in the project and why it is present. What are the steps included in an end-to-end machine learning project that we are going to explore, right? And the first step is in any machine learning project is the data and cleaning part. Data cleaning, because data won't be in a clear format which we are ready to use. So it is unstructured. We make it structured using cleaning, and we also explore it so that to get insights, to make decisions out of it. You will see practically how these steps are implemented in today's session. And text pre-processing, since we are starting with a text, SMS is a text, right? And we want to classify, we want to pre-process it. Why we need to pre-process, you let you know soon, because the data, the text also won't be in the right format that is needed for the model to build. See, in machine learning we have ML models. Only models understand mathematics. It understands only mathematical representations of numbers, right? But we have a natural language text. How it will understand? We have to convert the text. You can see here. We have to convert the text. Give me a second. We have to convert the text. We have to convert the text. We have to convert the text into mathematical representations. Representation. How they look like, I will show you, right? Then only machine learning models will understand, right? Then what we do, we will build the model. We will build the machine learning model, and we evaluate the model with some metrics, and we deploy it. And as you saw right just now, I deployed, and anyone can use. Let me give that link in the chat so that everyone can use. I am giving this link in the chat. You can use it. And it is a basic model that we have implemented to understand the complete workflow of the project, of the machine learning project. There is much more improvement. There is much more scope for improvement. But our aim is not that. Our aim is to understand the workflow of a machine learning project. I hope you understood the problem statement and what we are going to see in coming 1 hour, right? Now, let me walk you through this collab notebook. All the resources were shared in the Google Classroom. You can see here the data set was present, and now the file IPNB file that I'm using in the Colab, that is also given. Everything was given. You can also take this, download, and you can also go to Colab. You can just type like this. Type in Google, Google Colab. Like this, you type and you go into it. And here you can see upload option. Here you can upload whatever downloaded, the downloaded file. Like say this is a spam detection. You can upload it here, right, like this, and it will open automatically in the Google Colab. I already done this, and it is opening again, right, like this. You can upload that, and dataset is also given. Dataset is also given in the resources, and upload from this button. Click this and upload the dataset. Here it is a spam in my downloads. You can see, right, and you can see the steps. First, we need to understand the data. For that, we use some libraries like NumPy, Pandas. Yesterday were discussed, right? These are the mathematical Python libraries which will help us for data analysis and mathematics operations like linear algebra operations will also be there, because we want a vectors from the text. So this NumPy will help in mathematics of mathematical operations, and Pandas will help us in data analysis. And we try to import our dataset CSV using Pandas. Right, this is our data. You can see this is the SMS spam that we have, and this is our target label. Means for this SMS, it is not a spam. It is normal message. You can see here at index to one document. This document is a spam document. Means you can see free entry into in a 2 weekly compartment. Something is there here. It is referred as a spam like this. We have spam and non-spam, right? We have spam and non-spam. Both two classes were there. It is only binary classification, right? Only binary, you can see here. And how many documents, how many rows are there in the dataset? 5,572, and 5 columns are there. The importance of data cleaning is, you will understand here. You can see here unnamed 2, unnamed 3, unnamed 3 columns are there, which are not important. So we will delete this. We'll delete this. So we have to clean. This is what cleaning here. And you can see here only 2 classes were there. V1, in V1 column only 2 classes, and data cleaning like this. And we are removing, see, that from the data frame, drop those 2 columns, and this is our data frame. Now sample means any 5 rows you give me. These 5 rows it gave, you can see most of them were non-spam, and these are the text. Now we will rename it, rename the columns target and text, and this is the target, this is the text, and we want a mathematical representation, right? We want maths, but we have text here. So this target we encode with a label encoder. Everything is there in the library. See, sklearn library is used for the machine learning, to build machine learning applications for data analysis. For data analytics domain, we use all the machine learning algorithms present in sklearn library. We can directly import them. Means someone has written and we just have to use it, right? Encoder, label encoder. After doing label encoding, you see it converted into 0, 0, 1, 1 like this. Only we have 2 classes. Non-spam is 0 and spam is 1. 2 classes were there. I hope you understood. Now any missing values are there? We are checking. No missing value, 0, 0. No missing value. Any duplicate values are there? We are checking, we are asking. Yes, it's saying 403 duplicates are there. I hope you know duplicates. Means same thing present in more than 1 rows, right? And you can see here, we are removing the duplicates. Now we are again, see, we are saying drop the duplicates, and again we are checking how many are there, 0. Now we are doing exploratory data analysis. Right now, up to now, we did data cleaning part. What we clean? Unnecessary columns, unnecessary rows, and renaming some columns in the right format so that we can go further next steps. right? Now exploratory data analysis. Now again we are trying, okay, this is our data. Now we are visualizing it. This is very important. So that for any non-tech background, means let's say if you're in a company, then if you're to show to the manager, you cannot show the code, right? Because they don't understand. So we visualize them with the pie chart, bar chart, histogram, many are there, right? Now we can visualize. See, 87.73% was the non-spam records in our data set, and only 12% are spam, right? And from this, what is the inference from this? Inference is that data is imbalanced. This is very important because 50-50 record should be there ideally, but now 80-90% one and 10% is other, like this 9:1 ratio. But this means, it means data is imbalanced. How it will helpful? I will tell you when we are building the model at the means when we are evaluating the model, we should not evaluate on some metric because the data is imbalanced. So we have to see some other metric to evaluate. That is means we are getting an insight from this analysis. That's why data analysis is very important. And then we are using some library, natural language and analytical library, to pre-process the text data, because we have the text data and we have to pre-process it so that no stop words were there. Stop words means is, the, these are redundant model. They don't have any value, so we remove them. We will go step by step. You can see here characters, number of characters in each document we are finding. See, in this document 111 characters like this we are trying to get, okay. And then we are downloading this dependency and we are tokenizing each. We are tokenizing number of words. See, we have to tokenize our sentence, our document. Tokenizing means converting into words. We have a sentence, we convert into words. How many words? For the first document, 24 words are there according to this dependency NLTK. According to this library, it tokenized into 24 words each document. This is 24, this is the 8, depends, right? Like this. And we also trying to find the number of sentences. 2 sentences were there, like this. And we are trying to understand basically how the data was present, what actually the data consists of. Number of characters, number of words, number of sentences. You can see number of documents. What is the mean of the data of these three columns? What is the mean for each column? See, number of characters one column is there. For that, this is the what is the 25th percentile of this number of characters. This will help us. And target label, for target 0 means for the non-spam documents we are checking now. For spam documents also we are checking the analysis. How was the analysis? Okay. Mean was this much. Here you can see mean is 70. For the non-spam, mean is 70. And here it is 137. Okay. Standard deviation is 30. Yes, standard deviation is 56. See, means standard deviation 56 means data was spread a lot. From the mean, it was spread too much. Right? The more the standard deviation, the more the data is spread from the mean. That was we are indicating here. That's why we're trying to get inference from this. Like this, we can understand many things from this. So now we are trying to visualize it. Visualize number of characters from both non-spam and from the spam. You can see like this. Only number of characters are very less in the spam. You can see they are indicated in red color. And it's also number of words we are seeing and how the data was distributed. You can see how the data, see number of characters versus number of characters, how it was. For the spam, for the non-spam, this is the distribution. For the spam, this is the distribution, like this. There is a lot to infer from this actually. There's a lot, right? You can try to explore this. How or what can the inference we can get from this after the session, right? All the resources are present in the classroom, right? Now we are going to the data pre-processing stage. Pre-process. We have the text. Now we want because some text will be in uppercase, lowercase. So, but we want a uniform data. So we will we will convert into lowercase, all of them into lowercase, and we tokenize them, and we remove any special characters present in that because those were not helpful for the model. For the model, the important words are the persons, right? Objects. Those are very important. It is not that much important. See, removing stop, is the punctuation. Those are not important for the model, right? And we do stemming, right? We do stemming. Stemming means here you can see loving is there. When we do stem, it will come love. Means the first form, right? In forms, is forms, those forms we don't use. We trying to reduce them. We try to stem them to their original form, right? Original form. Corpus means complete data set is called corpus, right? Now this function is very important function which will do our transformation. What this function will does, see, in a doc string we write what function does, what is the input and what is the output, so that we can understand about the function. See, lowercase. First, it will lowercase whatever text you given. It will lowercase it. Then it will tokenize it. It will tokenize into words. Tokens. Token nothing but we can understand as a word. An individual word breaks text into individual words like this. You can read it here. And removing non-alphanumeric characters. Non-alpha, see, it iterates through the tokens and keeps only those at the alphanumeric. Means only alphanumeric will be there. Alphanumeric means both numeric, means that strings containing numbers, those we are storing, and the strings containing characters, character of string, characters of words, right? It is a string. Alphanumeric means both strings and numeric, both will come here. Letters and numbers, it is written here. This removes special characters, symbols, punctuation that might not be relevant for the text analysis, which are not relevant, right? And removing stop words and punctuation, stemming. All these things will be all these four things will be done in this function. And let's say if you take this one, let's say you take this string and if you apply transform text and it will give like this, right? It tokenized it tokenized, and it stemmed all the things, and it given the output for us, right? And like this we apply transformation, we apply this function for our all the records, for all the records we apply this function, and we get the data set like this. See, initially we have target and text only, but after doing data analysis we have these three columns more, and now in the data pre-processing we have this column, this feature, transformed text. For this text, this is the transformed text. I hope you are able to understand. Right? If you are having any doubts, please stop me and you can ask, or you can paste in the chat also. Right? You can write in the chat. Now we will try to visualize what are the words that are causing spam. Right? In our data set, we have almost 600 records for the spam. And in those, what are the words that are more frequent, more repeated? So you can see free is repeated more time. That's why it's see the size of free is very, very large. The font size is very big here. That's why it is written free is the most repeated, and call, this is also most repeated. Text, it is also most repeated in the spam class, right? In the spam class, target equal to 1, right? We're trying to visualize, okay, yes, we're trying to able to understand also. Yes, generally if something is free and they say congratulations, you got this, you got that without doing anything, then yeah, it might be, it will be a spam, it will become a spam class, right? So you can able to correlate also, right? And now you can see for the non-spam, these are the words like go is most repeated, love, come, like this, you can see like this. And this is our transformed text for the target label one. And now we will try to build our model. Before, the very important thing is, the most important thing, we have to convert our text into mathematical representations. That is very important, that we are going to do right now, right? This is our transformed text. We don't use this text right now. From now onwards, we use this only because we transform it according to the format that is required for the model. Right now, we use a technique called TF-IDF. Right, vectorization. We have a vector. Let's say we have a vector. Any text, we have to convert into a vector because machine learning model won't understand your text. So we have to convert any text given to you to a vector like this. You see, this is a vector. This is a vector. This is a vector. This is a vector. See our let me show you our data x. How it is present. X is present like this. See, this is okay after transforming. Before for this one. This is our transform text, and we are converting this transform text. This is index 0, right? Now let me get the index 0 1. How it is transformed. How it is transformed. See, this is transformed like this. How it is transformed, you have to explore it, right? TF-IDF means term frequency and inverse document frequency. How it is converting any text, natural language text into a vector. How? How it is converting, right? You have to explore it further, right? I can due to lack of time, I'm not going to it, right? If you want, I can use a little introduction of it. You can see term frequency is defined like this: count of word in the document divided by total number of words in the data set. I have taken two documents. You can see here. D1 is a river bank and D2 is a SBI bank. Two documents, right? And vocabulary means the unique words, river, bank, and this one. And using this formula, we find term frequency for each word, And using this formula, we find inverse document frequency for each word in the vocabulary. And we get TF-IDF value by multiplying them, right? By multiplying them means now for river bank, if our vocabulary is this, if we consider the vocabulary is this, then for the river bank, 0.36, what is the 0.36? For SBI, you got, you see, for river, you got 0.36, your TF-IDF value. And in your document one also, river is there. So for first index, you got this value. And for bank, 0 you got, so 0 is present. Then how 0 has come here, Jayant? If you ask me, because you chose that all the three words as your vocabulary. So for every document, all three will be there. All three scores will be. Since bank is not in the, since SBI is not present, SBI is not present in the document one. In this document, SBI is not there. So it will be 0. And in SBI, river is not there. So it is 0. Right? In the similar way, I have given a small example so that you can understand what happening here. Here, we are saying maximum features equal 3000. Means you are telling to TF-IDF that you please consider only 3000 vocabulary, 3000 words vocabulary. Don't consider more than that. Don't consider more than that. That's why we are having dimension 3000, you see. 3000. Before in this example, the dimension is 3 because 3 words we chose in the vocabulary. But now we chose 3,000 we chose. That's why we have okay. We'll discuss the doubts at the end of the session, right? If you are having any doubt what I'm going through, you can ask, right? Now you see, uh, now you see that how we got this mathematical representation. I hope you got clear. I hope you got the clear understanding because we chose 3000 words in the vocabulary. We have 3000 columns, and in the each document, what are the words are there? For them, some value will be there according to the TF-IDF calculation, and remaining will be 0. And we got that, and we use train test split function, and you see so that we divide the data into 80-20%, so that we train on the 80% and we test on the 20%. We have X and Y is the target values. Y means what? Y means what? Let me show you. Here target, okay. It was already ran now. That's what. That's why we are getting that error. So whatever Y we have, let me show you. Y. See, Y is also our data containing target. We have, right, for class, for non-spam we have 0, for spam we have 1. So this is our target and X is our independent. You can say independent and dependent. Y is dependent variable and all the columns in X are independent variables and Y is depending on all of them. Like that we can understand. And now we are using multinomial nav based classifier, right? This is one of the machine learning algorithm which will help us to do this classification. And we are also trying to use other random forest and XGBoost also so that we can compare. And you can see here, I ran that and you can see we are doing fit, means we are trying to fit the model. We are trying to find the mathematical model and we are trying to find the accuracy of all the three. You can see here, for nav based classifier, we got accuracy 97% and precision is 1. And accuracy 97%, 98%. 98% precision is there. And here accuracy for XGBoost 96 we got. But I chose nav based classifier only. Why? Because when we are doing data cleaning, we understood that the data is imbalanced. So we don't see accuracy. We bother about the precision now. How much correct the model is, right? How much correct? How much? What is the ability of the model to not consider a non-spam email as a spam? To not false positive. False positive means if any non-spam is there, any non-spam email or SMS you have, and if you consider it as spam, then that is a problem, right? So that is a problem. So we think about the accuracy right now. We think about the precision. For nav-based classifier, we have precision 1. So we are taking nav-based classifier as our main model, right? And you can see here this small table depicting that. For all of them, you can see we visualized it. Nav based classifier, XGBoost, and we have pickle file. You can see. And what we did here, we have a vectorizer. What is a vectorizer? Which converts any text into a mathematical representation. What we used TF-IDF, right? Now we are storing it somewhere so that we can use it further because we already did it once. We created it. So we'll run this and we will get the tokenizer. We will get the tokenizer and the model also because we already built the model on our data. So that now we want to deploy the model, right? We want to deploy it so that everyone can use. Deployment means not only you, but everyone present on the internet can use it. How? Let's see. Let's see that one. Now you need this vectorizer. You need this model that we just built, right? We just built. I hope you are with me, right? If you are having any doubts, you can ask right away, right? We need this model. We need the vectorizer. And now let's get into the VS Code, right? VS Code we use. Let's use the VS Code. You can also do it after the class because recording will be there and all the instructions were given in the classroom. So now let me go to this project SMS. Let me class detection and let me go to the workspace in VS Code. You can see here the vectorizer that we just built, I was kept here, and the model PKL that because these will be in bytes, right? We cannot read them. And so this is our document IPNB file we just saw in the Google Colab. And now we are trying to build an app, means some interface using Streamlit, so that everyone can use it, right? Everyone can use. Now we are importing some dependencies that are required. See, Streamlit we need for the front end, pickle file to load the pickle, because we created a pickle file for vectorizer and for model. So we have to load it again. We have to read the data from that. So pickle and requirement and the string also, string function, stop word, stemmer. Now someone may have doubt. We already pre-processed the text, right? Before before getting this vectorizer and this model, we already pre-processed it, Jayant. Why you are having this again transform text function here? Again, same function is there here. Why it is needed? Please tell that one. You'll understand it. You see here, same function that we saw before. It will lower all the characters into lowercase. It will tokenize. It will remove all the alphanumeric, right? And it will remove the punctuations and stop words. And we are having the clear text, right? We are having the clear transformed text. Now, for that only, because from the front end we also give, I will show you. Wait a second. And here we just see Streamlit title we are giving. This is our title. From the Streamlit we are saying, hey Streamlit, please give title like this, email, SMS, classifier, and enter your message. Let me run this. We have to create the environment. Without environment also it is fine, but it is a good practice for every project. If there is environment, it's a very good practice. So let me activate my environment. I already created it. You can also create like this, Python -m, and you can write venv, and you can write your environment name, my env. Like this I have written, and I got my env here. You can see on the left side, right? I'm not doing that because I already did that. Now I have to activate this, because whatever I have in the requirements, I have all these are downloaded in this environment, right? See, we create environment so that that is specific to our project, so that we can use it for this project itself. So, uh, so my env scripts will be there in it. In that activate function will be there. So I'm writing this. See, now you see here, activate was there. Activate. Now this is a Streamlit, right? You see, all this is Streamlit code. So I will run Streamlit run app.py. Let's see. It's giving some cannot import name signal from Blink. Okay, you can see here. Did I choose my same thing or not? Okay, let's see what is that. Let me reload this. Maybe all of them were not recognized by the VS Code. We have to do this. Clear. Then again, activating the extensions. You can see down here how it is working. Now I will say my env slash scripts slash activate, and my environment is here, and here it is still showing that NLTK it is not present. Okay, let me run again. If it is not, then we will download it again. It's not a big problem. It is telling cannot import name signal from this blinker. Where it is coming? NLTK dot stem. Okay, I will say pip install NLTK. Name. One second. Pip install hyphen requirements.txt. See, when these errors are very important. Why? Because we will learn from these errors itself. Because when you are also doing, you will get many errors and we have to debug them. Like how you can just paste these here and some solution you will get. Or you can paste, you can ask GPT so that you can understand what error exactly you got, what exactly you got. Like this, you can use AI tools as much as you want, but you have to understand why you are using and what is exactly it is giving. It is saying activate environment. I already activated and reinstall pip. Okay, I will say reinstall Python by reinstall package. No module named pip main. Pip is a package and cannot be directly executed. One second. We can also use command prompt. Here you can also base is here. Streamlit run. Copy. Cannot name signal from linker. We are getting the same thing again. One second. Python. Why pip is not working? Okay. Remove item resource. Here it is asking to remove my environment and create a new environment. Okay. You can do two things. Like this, you can have. And the main important thing is your requirement file here. Because when we are deploying it in GitHub, you can see here, all I have written all the versions also. Each version I have written. It's telling to remove these things. Okay. Okay. Directory is not empty. Okay, let me tell you how these things you can import in the GitHub in the meanwhile. Okay. See, I think you know it's very easy to get the GitHub account. You can show GitHub login. You can say like this, and you can create a account very easily because we have to deploy it in the Streamlit, right? So you can deploy, sign up, and just sign in. Right? That's it. You have to do those two things, and you have to create a repository. Now you can see. I will go to my account. Here you can see. I will go to my profile. This is my profile, GitHub profile. 1 second. I will create a new repository right now. Repositories. You can go here. I will create another new one so that I can show to you. Here, I will write SMS spam detector. Detector. It is available. You can have a README file and create repository. That's it. And now here you can see the files that were given. You can upload from like this. Upload files. Upload files. You click on this. Choose your files, and I will go to my project because what locally is there. I just want to show. I just want to deploy it right now. That's it, right? So what I will do, I will SMS. I will go to the folder where all the code is present. This is my code, right? What are the files I want? I need app.py, model.pkl, requirements are very important, and vector. These four are required, right? These four are required. All these four are given in the resources section in the Google Classroom. So you can just download and go to the create a GitHub repository, and you have to run the IPNB file, and you will get the vector.pkl and model.pkl, and you just have to collect here all these four, and you can commit the changes so that, yeah, now you have a GitHub account. Now what I will do, I will go to create a Streamlit account. You can go to search Streamlit, then you will get these things for free. I want. So you can say I already have these things. I will create another app so that you will understand it better. Now you have to connect your GitHub repository here. See, it will ask for authorization, right? Your GitHub account, I connected here my GitHub account because you can see Jayantanw is my username. It is directly coming. You can also connect your GitHub to the Streamlit and the repository name, right? SMS SAM detector. Just now I created this one. And here app.py should be there. Main branch, only one branch. And here app.py file is my main file. Where Streamlit code is present, you have to give that main file path. Right? It is saying this is your available. Okay, deploy. I will say deploy. Same thing that we did local. We are trying to deploy it for everyone so that everyone can use. We will deploy in a minute, right? Like this only you will get the interface. Again, same I deployed it before. And you can give here. I told you why we need this function, right? I asked you why we need this function. Why we need this, again, a transform text. Why we need? Because from the front end we are giving one SMS, right? So we have to convert it into a transform text. Because of that we need this function, because we have to convert the given SMS also to a transform text. And using the transform text, we will get the we will get the vector using the vectorizer, because we already built the vectorizer. Using that we get the vectorizer vector of that given input SMS, right? We are loading using pickle, and you see here we are transforming. See, input SMS you give from the front end, transform text, it will transform into SMS. And we are using TF-IDF so that we get a vector, and we are predicting it, and it will show whether it is spam or not, right? It will show whether it's spam or not. I hope this one also have deployed. You can see this one also deployed. I will show this. I'll copy this message and I will say yes, now we deployed it. And you can see, right? Like you can see spam. I hope it is clear. These are also working. See, these are very crucial. Now I am getting, yesterday it worked, and now I'm getting this error in front of you only, right? These errors are depend some environmental errors, something like this. It is telling to I will have to remove this. If I include all the code in some other file, it should work, right? Let me do that once. Let me do that. I will create another directory. You can also create another folder in your system. CD back I'm going, make directory. Like I will say spam, SMS, spam. Um, I think I have Classifier already. I already have one CD, SMS, and see this one is it. I will I will just open the VS Code for in this location. No file will be there. I will open the files. I will just copy those files here. I will open new file. Will open file, right? I whatever I need, I will open those here. Now here I will go to my previous one, SMS, where files were there. SMS, spam detection, or wait, I can show from this only, from the from the Google Colab where we got those. We're having this. This is a and we can download from here. Like this, you can download what we just did. You can download like this. Here also model we download and these two are needed. Very important. And app.py file also needed that we will that also you can download from this app.py file. You can see here from the classroom I'm downloading. Like this only you can also download. Right? I want to download this. No, no, not print. I want to download it. It's coming as text. Or you can just copy this and paste, copy all this copy and go to VS Code. This file, you create one folder here, file here, app.py, app.py. Why all this I'm doing? Because I got some error there. So I'm trying to create another environment in front of you so that we'll see what will happen here. Okay, we got this. Window is not responding. You can reopen or close window or keep editing. Keep editing. I will remove this. This window is not responding. Why? Hmm. Reopen. Let's reopen. Close. Okay. Now we have this. I will again open it. We have more minutes. Okay. Code space. Okay. I will create another folder. Then you can see I am creating make directory. Hmm. I think it won't extend. I think we'll see by 12:30 will complete. And make directory. Almost done. Everything is done. I'm just trying to show how we have to create the environment and how we have to run locally and how I already showed the deployment part, right? Now we'll see that. Don't worry. And now SMS, you can just observe how everything is going on, and you can ask doubts also now also. Right? We are done with the project. SMS, spam. I'm just writing this one. CD SMS. And now I am going to VS Code. And now I will create. What is happening? Oh, I think some VS Code is throwing some issue. VS Code itself is throwing some issue. Right? App.py. Py means .py is extension of Python. Right? Just copying that code. Okay, this is a problem here. So we cannot copy like that. I think we will upload from the GitHub. We'll upload this from the GitHub because we are not able to do that like this, right? We're not able to do like this. So I will go from my app, from this only. I will copy from my previous deployed version. Copy whatever same code will be there. Same code will be there so that I can show you all this. And remaining other few things were I have to open file. You see in file section you can open file. Okay, open file. What file I have to open? I have already downloaded two files, right? These two. How to open? Open, no problem. I have to keep this here. Both vectorizer also here. You can rename this again. You can rename here. Python. Rename. See, this is how we go ahead when we are getting some errors. Right? We have to try multiple options. What are all there in our hands? And we try to do it. We have the vectorizer and we have the model. Anything needed? Not right. We need the most important the requirements file. The spelling also very important. Right? UIRE requirements.txt. This is the file. What are the requirements needed? Let me see. Right. We already here requirements.txt is here. In the local, you see, I have version is very important. When you're doing the project, you have to give the versions of because in future versions will change and some functions that are present before won't be there. So version is very important because those only should be downloaded, right? Should be downloaded, and these are enough for us. Now we will go to terminal if needed. We will see. We will see it. Now I will create environment Python -m venv my env. Let's see. Now it is telling we have noticed the environment that has been created. Do you want to select it for workspace? Yes, I want it. It will take, I think, 1 minute like that. Anyone having any questions? You can feel free to ask, right? Python -m. Now we got the environment. Now we have to activate it. My env. And in that scripts will be there. In that activate will be there. Now I activated my environment. Now I will download all my dependencies there. How I will download? I will write pip install -r requirements.txt. It should work. See, now it is collecting all the dependencies that we need here, right? It will take some time. I think 1-2 minutes it will take. Before that, if anyone having any doubts or any clarifications or anything about the project, you can ask. Right? Anyone not having any doubt? Yeah, before I was telling, yeah, syntax only, right? It was just syntax. We see the main point is as we are beginners, we have to understand what is actually the big picture of the project. What is the big picture of machine learning? See, the big picture is we have something in natural language in our specific context here in this problem statement. We have a problem in the text, means natural language, but only machine learning understands mathematical representations. So we use natural language processing. It is a subset of machine learning, which will help us this text to a mathematical representation, like an embedding. Embedding means the mathematical representation of this text. Hope you are able to understand, right? And if after getting that, then we will give to machine learning model or a deep learning model. I told solution. See, we have multiple solutions because we have the data in the mathematical. Now I can apply machine learning models which are supervised and super. Yesterday was discussed, right? Supervised and supervised models are there, but we cannot use unsupervised because we have the label data, we have the label data, both. We have the labels also, right? The target variable we have, so we use a supervised machine learning models. And deep learning is there. In deep learning we have LSTMs, RNS, many algorithms are there. So many solutions can be made, means many models we can use, but we only stick to machine learning because in the beginning stage it will give us clarity because they are very interpretable, right? So we use them, and we use multinomial nav-based classifier. You can try to explore that also, right? Now you see all the installed packages. It's saying all these are all the installed packages. Streamlit was also installed. Many things. Now you may get one doubt. Here only five are there, but here so many were there. How it installed me so many packages? Why? Because for these also there are other dependencies. Which are these? URL lib, TZ data, like this. Hope you are able to understand, right? And after getting now these are almost installed. I will reload it once again so that VS Code can recognize these installed packages immediately, because otherwise it will show some error, some or the other one. But we don't need that. You should recognize, right? You can see here Python extension Python extension activation function. Now what we did the data cleaning, data pre-processing, and then then model building, then we evaluated with accuracy and precision with the different models. Then we also deployed it in Streamlit. But before deploying, we do locally. We test everything locally. Like in my computer, I will test everything. Everything is working fine or not. Then only I will deploy it. Right now, I'm doing that only. You can see it is not recognized. NLTK is not there. VS Code is telling that NLTK I am not recognized because the environment is different. You can see here, right? Right side bottom. Here some environment was there, but this is a different environment that is actually I created here. You can see Python 3. This is the actual environment that I have created. This one. My env. Is it so? Python 3.210. My env. This is recommended. This is what I have created, where I install all these packages. You can see here 3.11.5 is the Python version, and my env is the environment name that I have given. And now see, it is not showing any error here because it recognized we already downloaded. Now I will run. Now I will run Streamlit run app.py. It should run. See, now you are able to see here. You see local host. Locally, this is running. This is local in your computer. If I give this link, I'm pasting this in the chat. You can try whether you are able to access this or not. Right? You are able to get anything from this link. Is it opening or not? You can tell me in the chat. It will not open. You can try once. Now you can see this is local. In my mission, it is running. I'm testing right now. Like this, we will test, and we will yes, if everything is working, then we will deploy it. I hope you are able to understand everything, right? You can ask questions. You can use the AI tools for clarification. Still, you have any doubts, you can paste in the WhatsApp group. Yeah. I think you have understood the complete project. What is the problem statement? What are the different steps we used? And yeah, thank you. I'm stopping my screen.
Oh, thank you very much, Jan sir, for sharing such valuable insight with us today. You are giving truly informative and has added great value to our understanding of machine learning. Thank you, sir. And also thanks
Yeah,
to all participants for
one
their.
participant is asking that uh, should we have to remember the code? See, the most important thing in this right now I already mentioned is understand the flow of the project. The code we have to just take from the Python code. We have to learn Python first thing, and we have to learn libraries, NumPy, Pandas. Those libraries we have to learn, and remaining every code that I have used here, right? Okay, I'm not again. I'm going to see. We have imported the multinomial nav-based classifier from sklearn. We imported the XGBoost classifier from the sklearn. Means we already someone written the code. It is a framework. We just have to import those. We don't have to mug up. If you do multiple projects, right, multiple end-to-end projects, it will automatically be remembered in your mind. So yeah, it's matter of practice only. Documentation is very important. Yeah, documentation. See, learning should be from the documentation, from the videos, and you have to write your notes also so that you can refer it again in future, right? It's very important. You any doubts you can ask right now. I think more 1 2 minutes we can. Yeah, many parts में Venu is a Satvik, Shiva Harshit, Arhant. Okay, I hope you are able to understand, right? Yeah. Okay, Shivans, I think we can wind up.
Okay, thank you, sir.